I love the microphones. Okay, so the year is 1977, and the place is New York City, the Upper East Side, 2nd Avenue, home of disco fever. Now, I'm 23 years old. Okay, use your imagination. I'm 23 years old. I'm slender. I'm slim, and I am hot. I told you to use your imagination. And I'm in New York because, like Lily Tomlin, I came here to be a waitress. And all I can get are acting jobs, which don't pay very well. And finally, I get my big break. It's the holiday season, so I get a shift at the Beach Cafe on 2nd Avenue, right across the street from the local FBI office. And all the people who come in, most of the people that are coming, we have the after-work crowd, we have the pre-disco crowd, and I get to serve them cheesesteaks, cheesecakes, and chablis. Now, it being Christmas, there's this one night, I'm working, and my mentor is this Fran. Now, she is a tough broad. She is a professional waitress. And she teaches me how to do the bunny dip, which is how you serve the drinks without spilling and without revealing too much décolletage. And she also teaches me, you don't like them? Spit in their drinks. So it's Christmas season, and I'm working 2nd Avenue. And we had red and green blinking Christmas lights, and we had very steady, constant blue and white menorah lights. And we also had, every 4 feet, the restaurant industry had discovered plants. So every 4 feet, there was a hanging fern. And it was loud. Now, we had regulars. We had the after-work crowd, but after they went and after the disco people left, we had the regulars. And the regulars, there's this one guy, he was very cute. His name was John. And he was actually a real playboy, but he had such a cute little baby face, and that he drank Remy Martin straight, one after another after another. And then there was the late shift from the FBI office, the guys who worked undercover down in the village. And they come in with their long hair pulled back, slicked back like greasers, and Oxford collared shirts because they had to go home to change. And then there were these two brothers, the Weinsteins, and they were music producers. Okay? They were music promoters, but they told everyone they had the dream of being big movie producers. Well, it's 2nd Avenue, so everybody had a dream to be something else. Well, there's this night, and it was really crowded. I was really swamped. And Fran had this section, and in her section, the Weinstein brothers, they had their own table, and they were usually quiet, but this night they were like really loud and raucous, and they had all the chairs and tables moved around. They had all these guys who kept coming in and everything, and there was all this laughter, and every so often the big one, he would go over, he could be very gallant, and he would go over to another client, female, in the club, and he would invite that woman over to the table. And I didn't really pay much mind because I had my own station. And I did notice that when they sat back down, that they had a different look on their face. And I just didn't know what it was. Well, okay, then Fran says to me, she says, okay, I'm going home. You take that table. So I take the tray, and I make my way through. I do the bunny dip so that I don't spill the drinks and I don't reveal too much décolletage. And then Harvey, the big one, he says, all right, all right, for your tip, I got a present for you right here. And I look, and sure enough, on his lap, there's this box. And it's all wrapped up in like sparkly paper, and there's a big bow on top. And it's kind of sort of under the table. And so I try to lift the lid, but I can't really lift a lid. But, I live for tips. My landlord lives for my tips. And so I kind of wiggle my hand in under the lid, and I feel around. I go back to the bar. I spit in some drinks for the first time. And a few decades later, that Saturday Night Live show, it's still on, and they write a skit for Justin Timberlake called Dick in a Box. But I'm telling you, Harvey Weinstein, he thought of it first.